Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
All right, 6 minutes after 8 o'clock. Beautiful Tuesday, and let me do the amateur weatherman thing real quickly. We were just talking to Kevin and Heidi about the Christmas parade this Saturday, and if I just jump ahead to Saturday, I just want to tell you there is rain mentioned for Saturday morning. However, look at this, it ends like 10 a.m., so by the time the parade, when time is the parade normally? Like 6 o'clock, Robin? Yes. Oh, thank you. So about 6 o'clock, it looks like there'll be good weather for a parade. But anyway, today, highs around 84. Lows tonight around 60. No mention of rain today, but tomorrow there's about a 30% chance. Highs around 70 tomorrow, 74 on Thursday, 77 on Friday. That's when the rain begins. So the biggest rain day is really Friday. Saturday just a little bit, and then the parade. So that's going to be good news. Galen Unold is on the phone from LifeSouth Community Blood Center. Good morning, Galen. How you doing?
Good. Hey, good morning, Larry. Robin, how are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
I'm in Gainesville.
You made it to Gainesville already. Wow. Do you have to leave earlier on the holiday? Well, I guess right now it's not really holidays. It's kind of between holidays, right?
No, yeah, I just have to take my son to school, and so I just keep going to work.
Ah, okay. So that's kind of your schedule. And is school, let's see, they were just telling us about school. You got some, the break is coming up soon, huh?
Yeah, the 20th. Yep.
Before, the topic today is Playboy magazine, by the way.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that was still around. I thought it was done.
Yeah, great.
What's that? You thought it was done?
I thought it was over. I thought they stopped making it.
Well, I think maybe you're right, but I'll tell you about it. But anyway, how is the blood supply today?
We're right out of 3-day blood supply. We need O negatives and we need a lot of platelets. So if you've never donated blood before, now's a great time to give it a try. Call us at 622-3544 and get the wife and donate blood.
There you go. Donate blood. Save some lives. Do we have a 20 after today?
No, we do not.
No, okay, good. Okay, good.
Oh, I forgot to make it 2 or 3, so I'm sorry.
Make it what?
It says 8:20, but it should have said 8:30. I
okay.
fat fingered the 2 instead of putting a 3
Got it.
there.
Okay. Just wondering.
Good morning.
Just wondering. Hey, good morning. All right, so how do I start this? December is the anniversary of Playboy magazine, so we're in the heart of it right now. I guess the anniversary of the magazine came out in December 1953. Marilyn Monroe was the centerfold, and it was a big deal at that time. Did you know that?
It was.
Okay, all right. Well, now things have changed. Let me tell you. Playboy no longer says it's entertainment for men. It's now entertainment for all. I haven't seen one in a long time, so
No.
I'll have to see. The bunnies are now brand ambassadors. Did you know that?
I guess they always were. They just had a different title.
Ah, very smart. Yes.
Yeah, but do they still have centerfolds?
Playboy has morphed into an art book quarterly.
Oh.
Did you know that?
No.
An art book.
I gotta check this out.
Let's see if I can find it. The magazine's new leadership team consists of gay men. The executive director is Shane Singh, and 2 women, the creative director Erica Lowy and Anna Wilson, in charge of photography. They're all millennials.
Oh, gosh, I thought his 2 sons had it. I guess they sold it, huh? His sons and his daughter.
It's a quarterly, so this summer the issue was a photograph done by Ed Freeman, Robin.
No.
The photographer.
The Ed Freeman you know?
The Ed Freeman I know.
Really?
Yes.
We got to look him up. We got to talk to him.
I never knew he was gay. That's what it says here.
I thought he was a music guy. I didn't know he was a photographer.
He did the, he produced American Pie and did the strings for That's the Way I Always Heard It Should Be.
Well, now we have a reason to have him on the air.
Anyway, so, So, when you were younger, Galen, did you ever buy the magazine? Like when you were too young to buy it?
No, I don't think I ever bought one.
So it wasn't a temptation for you like it was for us in our era.
Well, no, I mean, it was. I mean, I'm not that old. I mean, you know, I don't think I ever bought one. You know, when I was in the Navy, they were around. I mean, that's for sure, but I don't think I ever bought one.
Yeah, but by the time you're in the Navy, you're already 18.
He's 18.
Right?
Yeah, but I don't. Yeah, I didn't buy them before that. Yeah.
But
I don't think I've ever bought one.
as adolescent boys, I mean, how many guys who are my age can actually relate to this? Going into the store, and what would it be, a drugstore back in those days? Mm-hmm. Going into the drugstore where they had the magazine rack, and behind the counter, you had to ask for it.
And
right?
you could buy it when you were like 14?
If you were brave enough. I can't tell you how many times my friends said, go buy one. I said, yeah, I can do that. And you go in there and you come out with like Motor Trend or something.
Oh, gee.
You chickened out.
Oh,
You chickened out. And then you have to say, the girl behind the counter is in my fourth period. So,
Wow.
So the whole world has changed. I didn't know. So, wow, that topic didn't go very far. Well, there you go. That was the whole.
Well, the
topic.
computers
I don't know. I don't
now.
know the order. I mean, I just didn't.
No, it's not your fault.
Something I bought.
No, it's not your fault.
I mean, they were there. I mean, they were all out there. I just didn't. You know,
It just
wasn't that big a deal.
It just seems like it was it's in today's through today's eyes. It's politically incorrect, or it's just
You've got the internet now.
is that what it is?
You
You think?
see everything. You can see whatever you want on the
You
internet.
would Google it and for free. You
Okay,
wouldn't have to buy anything.
so the same mentality is out there. It's just
You can get it for free on the internet.
oh, okay.
You can Google whatever position you want for women, and there it is. It's all free.
Robin, oh my God.
Well, you can.
It's true.
On the cover of Gentleman's Quarterly, which I never considered that a real man's magazine, by the way.
Oh,
Did you, Galen? Gentleman's Quarterly?
I don't know. I've never read that. Don't even know what that is.
yeah. I'm not sure either. What was that? Did that come out after Playboy or?
I think it was mostly a fashion magazine.
Oh, okay.
But Farrell, what's the guy's name that does
You mean GQ?
GQ? Yeah.
Oh, GQ. Okay.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know the name Gentleman's
They-
Quarterly.
they
I
would have
know
called it
GQ.
Gentleman's Quarterly.
Yeah. I know GQ.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Okay.
I would never. Again, that's another magazine I've never bought. So
Yeah, but okay. Put it this way: it used to be one of those magazines that would entice you to buy it because they'd have a very sexy lady on the cover, and then you'd buy it, and really it was just a clothing magazine for men.
Oh, okay.
That's what I always looked at it as.
Oh, okay.
yeah, I never bought one. I mean, I was never into. But I'm not. I've never been into like pop culture or anything like that. Like
Except for Michael Jackson.
You know, like whatever the current music act is or actress, or I find
Yeah.
them fairly boring.
You say that, but at the same time, you were into sports. Sports is pop culture.
Yeah. Yep.
I know you don't like.
Yeah,
you don't-
but I don't think I ever got into like the. Yeah, I mean, I had some people that I really. I don't know if I ever got into the hero worship that like pop culture does. But you have to understand, I never thought that playing a musical instrument was. When I was growing up, that didn't mean anything to me. But if you could hit a fastball, that was a much bigger deal. So
Yeah,
Well,
perspectives.
it's just a different world.
That's
yeah,
an
and
interest-
GQ very rarely had athletes on it back then. It was all actors and musicians and things like that.
So let me go back to what you just said, because you're going to have a hard time believing this, but what you just said is exactly how I felt. I felt like playing a musical instrument was not that big of a deal, but if you could hit a ball, that was a big deal. The difference between you and me is that I couldn't do it. You could. So the thing that I could, the thing that I could do. Well, the thing that I could do somewhat was play a musical instrument. The thing that I couldn't do was the very thing that you do. And that's why it was more impressive to me to see somebody out there. hitting the ball and going, oh my gosh, how do they do that?
Yeah, that was great.
Even when I was when Alex was little, I would go to the Gator games. I used to watch, and I know you don't like the Rays, but we'd sit in the Tampa Bay Rays, whatever the thing is called.
Yeah.
What do you call the thing? Tropicana Field.
Yeah.
Just to watch somebody, and I know you're gonna cringe at this, but just to watch somebody throw a ball so far. To me, it's like I would say to Alex, how can they throw a ball so far? They're throwing it like half the football field.
Yeah.
That to me is amazing. I mean, I can't even reach the door from here if I were to throw a ball.
Everyone is different. Everyone has different interests and different talents and skills.
So is there something besides music? Like, is there something we're both bad at, Galen? Let's see. Model.
I'm not good at sports anymore. I don't think I was ever very good. But it's just something I could appreciate a whole lot more than somebody, because I could never relate to playing an instrument. So, yeah, it's not something I could relate to.
This is hard to maybe for you to grasp, but I was more impressed with compositions than I was with the instruments that played them.
Yeah, see, I don't even know what that means.
Well,
I really don't.
Well, that's
Alan Silvestri was Forrest Gump, the first song. That would be a composition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, with the feather floating.
Any compositions. I was more impressed with compositions than I was with playing them.
To me, that's just the opening scene of Forrest Gump. I don't put any more meaning into it. I was just like, oh yeah, that seems to go together. Yeah, I don't think of it that way.
I still do that, but subconsciously you do that. You don't think you do that, but I know you do that. Otherwise, you wouldn't have put that music in the video. It does make a difference.
It's just a song that I like. Yeah.
Well, jeez, that's because you like it.
Yeah. Right, but I don't understand the composition. I just like it.
Okay, let me put it a different way. It's like when you read a book. It's the same 26 letters, right? Many of the same words are in the book, but a book that's composed or written well is more impressive to you than the paper it's printed on. Right? Does that make sense? That's why you can read.
Yeah, of course.
That's why you can read a Kindle.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm much more into. I love good writing, and I hate bad writing.
By the way, speaking of writing and music, there was a congresswoman who was in the news because 2 days ago she sang John Lennon's song "Imagine." Okay.
A congresswoman.
But she wasn't in Congress. She was in the backseat of a car with her husband or whatever. Okay. Now I just want to have a little. What do you call me? You say something before?
Tete-a-tete.
No, not tete-a-tete.
Okay.
Disclaimer.
Okay.
I'm a John Lennon fan. I like John Lennon, but if he was my friend, I would have said to him, John, don't tell people imagine there's no heaven. There is a heaven, right? So that's the part of that song I've never been easy with that song because it says imagine there's no heaven, as if he knows for a fact there isn't one. That's the part of that song that always bothered me. So the congresswoman singing imagine there's no heaven, and I'm thinking. And now we go to a book. The book is called the Bible, right? And it says, "Our Father who art in heaven." Well, if he lives there, that's what that means, right?
Right.
Then that means there is one. So I don't know. I don't know why people hold that song up as such a great song when the first line is very arrogant.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
I don't know.
I think so. I think it's very arrogant.
I mean, I agree with you. But I don't know if it would have been. This is going to sound weird, but I think John Lennon got much bigger after he was killed.
But that song was big before he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if it would. I guess it's a classic.
But still, I mean,
I probably haven't heard that song and like the whole song in 5 or 6 years, probably.
Well, I heard it yesterday because the congresswoman sang it with her husband, but
yeah.
But it's that first line. We did a thing at the airport one time. This beautiful young girl, she really sings nice, and she chose that as her song.
Yeah.
I understand the rest of the song is wonderful, peace on earth and all that other stuff. But the very first line is presenting you with a sentence cleverly written to disguise the fact that he concluded there was no heaven.
Yeah.
Think about that for a second. He concluded that there is none, and therefore he's asking us, just imagine there is none. Mm-hmm. Well, no. I don't want to. That's like telling me, imagine there is no water.
Yeah, exactly.
There is water.
Yeah, he shouldn't have had that line in there. It would have been better, more powerful, more impactful.
Anyway, we're Playboy magazine to the Bible.
I believe that's probably why people loved it, though. Right? I mean, that they liked it because it was counterculture.
Counter religion.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Religion is culture. Yeah.
In a way, yeah. But anyway, so.
No, it's culture.
So what's your weekend?
Your religion defines your culture.
Heidi and Kevin were just here a little while ago. Kevin's doing a concert. Speaking of music, his whole church is doing a concert on December 18th and 19th at the Riley Arts Center.
Yep, next Wednesday and Thursday. It's free. It's Wings of Faith Fellowship is the name of his church. 7 o'clock. Really nice. You know, can we go back to the Playboy thing?
Yeah.
Since they changed the Playboy image, and since they have all new people that own it and are operating it, why didn't they just have a retirement party for Playboy, because it's so iconic, and then bring it out again under a new name? They still could have had the same company publishing it. But how come they just didn't let it rest in peace then? Because Playboy is going to be forever Playboy of people our age, maybe down to people that are 50, I think. I mean, how come they just couldn't let it rest and retire?
Galen?
Once Hugh Hefner died, how come they couldn't have done that?
Galen, what do you think?
I don't really know. I mean, I don't think they want to kill the brand. They're still making millions of dollars off of the brand.
It's a money thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's always
Okay.
about the money. I mean, they're still selling probably items with the Playboy logo on it.
Right,
And they're
right,
still
right.
making money off of that.
Yeah, that's true. I just think something
I want to
iconic.
go get it now. I want to see what it looks like now. It's an art magazine, they
So
say.
it's now, today's the first month it's being released for the first quarterly, or is it
I don't know.
January?
It was in the New York Times. That's all I know. There was a big article in the New York Times about the revamped and everything. So
Well, good. I'm going to have to check it out. What kind of magazine would you create, Galen, for LifeSouth, for donating blood? If you could put it out quarterly, what kind of things would you have in there?
look at Robin.
We do a newsletter. We do a newsletter. It's just filled with donor stories and patient stories. So we try to make it interesting, and we do one for employees, but it's kind of the same thing. It's difficult, because you're preaching to the choir, and it's difficult to make it fun and something that people want to read.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you could have something quarterly from LifeSouth with everything that's in there for the public. Like that coffee news is out there and like McDonald's and things. Maybe your newsletter could be in different venues.
Yeah, well, we put it online. We no longer print it out. We just put it online for our employees, and it's on our website and stuff like that. It's not that it's hard to make it entertaining.
Oh, okay.
It really is.
Are you guys in the parade on Saturday?
Yes. Yes.
Are you going to be in the bus waving?
No, I've got a basketball game.
Oh, that's right. So who's going to be in the bus? Tom? Oh, Tom doesn't work with you
No.
anymore.
No idea. Tom's retired.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know
Colleen?
who's driving it or. Yeah, I haven't been by there in a while.
And are you still giving away free movie tickets?
We are. I think we're going to start them again soon, but yeah, that's going to be. Yeah, we are.
And if people donate blood on the day of the parade at your LifeSouth Community Blood Center's brick and mortar location, are they able to get free parking?
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, and again, if you're a blood donor and you want to park there, just call us at 622-3544, and we will gladly reserve you a spot.
We did that one year. It was a great spot.
It was. We
It is
broadcasted
a
from
phenomenal
there.
spot.
Yeah, it was
Well,
wonderful.
both. We broadcast there one year, and then wasn't there a year Joe and Dan didn't do it, and we sat on the parking
Be
lot.
out the window.
Yeah, we sat right by the parking lot.
Yeah, we sat at the
That
window.
was good.
I liked it and I didn't like it sitting at that window. I felt like I was removed from it.
Yeah,
Too dark.
Well, we were
Yeah,
inside. We were inside. I prefer to be outside when we're broadcasting the parade. More fun that way.
Yeah. So this Saturday, it's always it's a big deal.
60,000 people, according to
And
Kevin.
Heidi and Kevin were saying they have a lot more fortified security this year.
Okay.
You know what that means? Probably garbage trucks
really.
blocking the streets, right?
Yeah.
Big trucks blocking the streets, and probably drones flying overhead.
Yep. Just like they did for Light Up Ocala, they had big trucks blocking the streets. So if anybody's planning to park like in the Cascades or, Ocala Shopping Center and things, you got to get there early before 4:30, I think.
Is there a similar parade in Gainesville?
Not that I'm aware of. No.
Yeah, Sunday.
No, Gainesville, I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't lived here in a very, very long time.
All
But
right.
this is the only night parade for the Christmas parade that we know of.
Yeah, the one in Citrus County is daytime.
Yeah, I think there are other Christmas parades. I don't think they're at night, though.
The one in Bellevue is in daytime, right?
Yep, 2 o'clock it starts. Yep, the Bellevue Christmas Parade is this coming Sunday, the 15th, starts at 2 o'clock at the Chamber of Commerce in Bellevue on Highway 441. And it runs from 2 to 3:30. So that's always a wonderful parade also. The Bellevue, a lot of the floats and things that are in the Ocala Christmas Parade are in the Bellevue Parade for the next day.
All right.
So it's pretty amazing.
So what I'm going to do for Heidi, Galen, I'm going to put an animated photo of her waving because she can't be there because of her son's graduation.
From college.
Yeah. So I was wondering, do you want me to do the same for you? I could have a picture of you waving.
No, I'm all right. I've been to enough of the Ocala parades. I've been to more than enough, I think.
But I mean, on the
Yeah.
WOCA streaming thing, I could just have you floating,
I got you.
floating across.
I mean, if you want to do that, you can.
All right.
There's no need.
I will. Maybe I'll do it for Matt too.
Yeah. I think everybody that's on the air here at WOCA should be dead. Carol Ann and Matt, and that'd be so cool.
Okay,
just
so do a
floating
cartoon of
across
everybody? I can do a cartoon of everybody.
Yeah, that way they'll be floating
All right.
across and
I got a job to do.
they'll be waving. That'll be fun.
All right. Palm Garden of Ocala, thank you for sponsoring Galen's daily reminder for us so that we remember to donate blood. Go to Palm Garden, take a tour, see how they're decorated for Christmas. They're at 2700 Southwest 34th Street. And Penn Flooring, go over there and see what they can do to make your home or office more beautiful from the floor up. They're at 1201 Southwest 17th Street here in Ocala.
And Galen, is the basketball game Saturday night? Is it here in town?
Yeah, it's at Lake Weir.
Oh, okay. Excellent. Lake Weir High School.
All right.
High school basketball.
Thank you, Galen, for what you do. We're going to get a magazine. We share it with you tomorrow.
Okay.
That's good.
All
All right, thanks, y'all.
We'll be right back.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source. WOCA.
Fox News, I'm Chris Foster. 2 articles of impeachment against President Trump are expected to be announced this morning at 9 Eastern.